many civilians. I'm not Senator Sampson, who we'd hope to get out here, but Mr. Sampson and many in the legislature were really disappointed about how the primarily Democrats in this building have let a horrible piece of gun legislation go through. And as well-meaning as keeping firearms out of the hands of bad people are, we all want that. The NRA wants that. CCDL, which I'm a member of, is committed to having civilians who are well-trained operate guns safely for the sake of our neighbors. So I'm Mark Stewart. I happen to be running for mayor of Hartford. I am passionate about protecting people in Hartford, and the best way can't be done completely by police. They can't be everywhere. You wouldn't want them to be everywhere. But when well-trained civilians are able to have guns in their homes to protect against marauders and deter in the first place, we're a lot better.
So, Mr. Stewart, what you're saying is that the bill that's passed by the Democrats hurts law-abiding citizens more than they hurt criminals?
Yes, because criminals don't read your statutes. Or even if they do read your statutes, they don't care. They're about to do mayhem. Do you think they're worried about a 1-year prison sentence? When they're about to commit mayhem that could put them away for life, they clearly... This is a conference on the back end of some unfortunate legislation. Governor Lamont yesterday signed HB 6667. The legislature here passed it. The Assembly passed it. And it is so lengthy and filled with odious things that do not protect Connecticut people. In the name of stopping gun violence, what the bill does is stops good people from having guns in public, and thus it makes the rest of us defenseless. As an example, one provision of the bill that was passed would prevent somebody who took a gun, licensed, okay, permitted, into a Denny's. A Denny's that might have gotten a liquor permit. Chipotle, they're starting to get liquor permits. You don't know that you're going into a liquor permitted place when you just want to have breakfast. And yet, now if you're carrying a weapon, even if you don't use it, even if you don't brandish it, but an officer sees it, you're now subject to a year in prison. Another provision, okay? The legislature may be well-meaning, but they let things go that disempower us. The other provision, if somebody in the family uses a firearm to protect themselves, to ward off a thug, a marauder who might be a robber, rapist, murderer, somebody else who's not the permit holder uses it to ward off that thug, she's fine. You're going to jail. That's another year in prison for a very innocent activity. Our legislature is over-legislating. They are doing it as a reaction. Nobody wants to have bad people on the loose with guns or any weapons. But the best defense against bad people are good guys with guns, trained. Okay, I'm one of them. I'm harmless. I've never done anything bad to another physically. But if you take a gun permit away from my use, you end up making me and my neighbors, who I might end up protecting, defenseless. Gentlemen, ladies, the cops can't be everywhere. But good civilians who, if you see something, say something, good civilians who are trained in firearm use and threat activity, they're our best defenders. I'm running for mayor of Hartford. Hartford, of all towns, needs people, good guys with guns, to keep against thugs breaking in, doing damage, maybe even killing. So it's a civil rights thing. My mayor campaign has 3 focuses. Civil rights is one, Bringing back more jobs is another. Better education is a third. But this is really acute because literally this is life.